Hello and welcome back to another episode of Scriptcase by Jamie. And in this episode, I thought I would show you another one of those awesome applications that I've been having some great fun with using and that are, well, worth every penny. Okay, and they're worth every penny, they're worth every bit of time that you invest in them because they work very well and of course they provide you some awesome functionality and features. And one of those is here, the Create Studio. And I've been using this for a few months now. You've only been seeing it now for a little while here on the channel, but I was playing with it for a little while beforehand so I could see what I could create with it, what I liked, what I didn't like. Bits and pieces of that you saw within some of the older videos. And well, now you are getting to see some of these. So anyway, this is an awesome software. So it is called Create Studio. I believe it is now at version 3. Version 3. The exact version is down here, 3.1.2. And there is a change log down here, so you can click that and you have here all of the new additions and updates that have been applied to this application, and it's pretty awesome. Now I do have an all access member pass. I don't know how long I'm going to have that for because I was just thankfully given that when I first bought the application because I didn't have the money to upgrade at the time, because I'll be honest, it does have one of those awful purchase processes, you know, one of those where you buy one section and you buy another and then I hate that. I absolutely hate that. And in this case, well, I didn't have the money for the all access pass, and they were actually nice enough to give it to me for the year at the time, which is really, really awesome. So I am a little worried there, of course, that some of the elements I've been using in my videos, I won't have access to them later, but we'll see, right? But anyway, this is an awesome piece of software, and that is why I'm creating a video on it, just like I created one on the SketchWow, which I actually just finished. And I figured, well, let's continue the trend and create a couple more on some of the applications I really have been enjoying over the years of freelancing, right? Okay, so this is an awesome piece of software. Now in this, I can create a new project, I can open projects, there are templates available, there are a ton of templates available. Now I haven't personally used any of these yet. Okay, I've just checked them out, I've loaded them up and had a look at them. Now I am sure in many use cases for many of you, these are going to be flipping awesome because they're great starting points. And of course you can go in and modify them further. Just as you've seen, of course, I have a space theme, I have an astronaut as the what do you call it? Mascot, right? He is Captain Scriptcase, the mascot. And for that, I needed something specific. And that is, of course, where the astronaut within this application come in quite nicely. So I will start off actually, let's have a look at some of these other templates. So we have specific business templates in here, and you can load them up and see what they play like when you run them. I'm sure some of these you have already seen on many of the social media channels on YouTube and everything, because a lot of people are for sure already using this software because it's awesome. It's really, really cool. Okay, and of course we could go through more templates. There's YouTube templates, you know, specific for channel startups and all that sort of stuff. You've got logo stings in here, which are kind of nice. Scroll stoppers as well, which yeah, some of these are really cool, especially for social media, because it makes those posts a little more entertaining, let's say. And they see the alligator, and you know, you see some of them already on the channel. But if I come into creating a new project, for instance, I can start creating any type of project. So I can actually come in here and apply a background that is available here. So I'll just add this one here, and you see I have downloaded them all. That is one thing I should note. is that when you first install the application, you will need to download the resources that you want to use. So in many cases, I will not have the resource available because I didn't think it was worth downloading for my use case. Many others, I just bang, 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 download, 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 of course. Okay, so with my Lamborghini here, I can actually go ahead and adjust the image here that I've placed within the timeline. And there we have multiple lines there, which you're not really seeing, but you just have a light shade there. Okay, and with that, I can then change the position within the layers of the video. And then clicking it, you'll see we have various options over here. We have motion settings as well, so I can have some favorites there, the fade in, the up and down motions. We have then the various positions and skew options and scale and so forth. And those would then give those motions on the entry and exit of that element. So in this case, I don't really want anything for the image, but I would want to apply a different item here. So if I come here, for instance, to the characters, and this is where I have my Mr. Astronaut. So I'll just type in Astro, and there I can then now add my astronaut, which is really cool. And there I have Captain Scriptcase, and there he is live. And Captain Scriptcase, well, has a load of actions available over here to the right-hand side. And then here I can add more actions, so I can add more. So I say he's checking his phone, and then he's going to float and give a funny face. And then after that, well, he's going to come up with an idea. Okay, and I can just run that now, and that will then play him. That's really cool. And he's just automatic. Look at that. It's just really, really nice. And I can adjust the duration of those scenes in some cases, not all of them. Okay, so it really depends on what he's actually doing. Like for instance here, the floating a funny face, we can extend that one, the idea as well. And reducing them isn't possible other than actually making those adjustments yourself. But you can change where you want them here in the timeline. So you can just drag that action or that purpose of that character, as well as apply all sorts of properties, a border, a shadow. There's anchor points that we can apply. There's a blend mode, as well as a track matte as well, which is nice, and tiles. Now, we can apply all of these very easily just with a click here in the menu. We have some alignment options here at the top, the emotion factors, which I've just shown you just very quickly just now, as well as then effects. Okay, now the effects are here in the panel and over here in the studio, and of course I can come here to media and import any media if I wanted to. So here I could import one of my previous videos that I've just been working on. I can add that in there, and that is then here my video. And then I can of course just drag and drop my guy around and position them where I want them to, and even resize and whatever else I need to do. Now, in this case, I would now, of course, want to have my image here and maybe add some motion to this. So if I add the up and down effect on there, and then here I have these effects now, and then I can also adjust those when they start to appear within the video. So then just like that, I've brought in that image, and then out it goes again. Yeah, so it's very easy to apply, and it generates also the image or the video very quickly. Now here you have various resolution options, so you can create standard size images. You have presets down here as well, so you go straight away 4K for YouTube or Facebook or X. And then you got Pinterest, and what is that one? I think that one, yeah, I'm not sure what that one is. Okay, and then we have here our sizes, and of course our different aspect ratios as well. So we can change it to a vertical, square, portrait. And of course, if I want to change that to a portrait, I may want to then also make other adjustments as well. And I can just, again, very quickly do that here within the video, for instance. And then maybe just have little Captain Scriptcase there, and off you go. And it's pretty simple to throw this together, and there I have then a nice little video together. See, and it's very quickly to it's very quickly to throw things together in here. Now, the fact is that you have a ton of content already pre-made in this. So I believe in many cases, other than mine, you would actually more than likely just come in here and want to choose one of these scenes. And with the scenes, you have many little slides that are available and ready to use. And this is really cool because you can just say, for instance, drag this one in here. So I need to download these first. So I'll download all of these ones. Okay, it takes a few moments there to download, you'll see. Okay, now I do have a fiber connection, but still, it also depends on the supplier, of course, right? So that's actually downloading. There we have our first one. I can then go ahead and drag that in there, and that has now replaced those. And of course it's on top, but I could, of course, again, just drag those on top and whatever I want to do. So I will actually remove those and we'll just stick here with our winter holidays, right? So I've just dragged this one little scene in here. And within this scene, this is actually lots of elements. So if I now double click on this, it's actually grouped up. And I can see here, I have now opened the group and then I'm now inside of this video. Okay, so in this case, this is in fact one page here, and you see how that there works. And we have no further options. Now, some of these, you'll find that you actually have the elements available to move and adjust. But even so, with this then grouped, because that's where this gets really special, see? Now, if I add some more elements in here, so I come here to my studio, and say if I add an effect in here, like the fire, you know, especially at Christmas, we like fire at Christmas, okay? And then we want some fireworks in there as well. So I drag that in there. Let's place that up here. And I could then add here maybe a subscribe button down here somewhere. Let's place that there. Okay, and we can just adjust that around. Even change here the color of that to my typical color. And add some motion in there. Let's add a fade in and a fade out for that one. All right. And then here, these videos, well, we can just replicate these like so. And then that way I'll have that effect there a few times. And now I'll copy this other fire effect here. And we'll have that down here a little while, like so. Okay, I just placed it at the end like that. Right, so then we have a few effects. Let me add in a scroll stopper in here as well, because some of these are really cool. Now, I've been so tempted to use here some of these Star Wars, Star Wars, even Back to the Future there, the cyberpunk car. There's kind of more Back to the Future than anything else. But you have oceans in here. We've got like, was it BB2, BB8, like the robots. Coffee, here we go, coffee. We're talking about coffee. I like my coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna place coffee in there as well. And I come up here, that's really cool. I like that. And there we have a nice coffee effect in there as well. Nice scroll stopper. Okay, and if I now go ahead and drag this up so we can see this a little better. Now, I have here all of my elements that I've just added to this. And what I can do is I can select them all, right click on them, and then group them. Okay, so that now has become one separate group that I can now just drag around, reduce, increase. Of course, when I increase, you see when the time stops for the other elements, but I can decrease the time quite nicely, and I can move it around as one element, which is really nice. Not only that, but I have here also the option to save that to my scenes. And just like that, I now have this scene that I could go ahead and delete now available here in my scenes. Okay, so you have all of these scenes that are available, and then you have the scenes that you have created. So to give you an idea, we have here the Scriptcase macros. Recently, I've just launched these Scriptcase macros videos, and of course with these, we can see what that would come up like. Okay, so if I zoom out a little bit, let me decrease the size here of this one, and then we can drag that maybe into a better view. And then up here, I go center and fit. And there we have then our video. Now, of course, I could go ahead and publish that now. But if I just go play, for instance, it will just play the video. Okay, and there's then the Scriptcase animation that I have going on, or the animation for the Scriptcase macro video, should I say, as well as pretty much all of the others that I have, been playing with and put together, and some of those are there. And of course, I can just drag and drop them into my video at any point, and they are then available. And I may need to make an adjustment there, for instance, place it into position, and then adjust here the alignment of our viewport, because it does jump around a little bit. But in general, I can tell you, if you are into creating media for social media or even for your company, this is definitely something worth having within your arsenal of tools, because with it you can create nice informational videos on just about any sort of topic. And with the available scenes here and all of the other elements in here, you can create really nice company, corporate orientated videos so quickly and easily, as well as add some nice animations in there, some really nice effects to keep it a little entertaining, or just about anything else. And of course, there's many scenes here for just about any type of purpose. So there's some here for multi-screens, for real estate, for restaurants, and you'll find pretty much anything you want in here. And all you need to do is just select it, download the elements or the items that you want to use within your video, and then just drag them over. And then I can drag over another one. And then with that, let's decrease. And there we have now our own little video slide. In fact, let's just do like so. And there we go. I have my logo on this little session here. That's really cool. Now, if I double click on this one, let's see. Now here we can see that we have lots of elements in here. So we have here the text that we can adjust. We have here the circle that pops up, and then we have Mr. Beep here because he is one of those animated characters, and we can add more actions in here. So right now he's in love, and then he's happy, and I can add in here close up and sad, or just about any others. Increase the duration of this because we have here the timeline length. That will then just increase that. Now if I come back here to the main video, we'll see here that has actually increased in length, see, because I increased that within the group. And there, of course, the group finishes up, and there, all of the other items that are no longer displayed, well, they're all gone now because they're no longer available. But our Mr. Bobby, or whatever he's called here, well, he's still displayed because we added further actions on him. Okay, so that's really cool. I hope you actually like this. And of course, well, if it's something you're interested in and you need to create informational content maybe for your company, then I'm sure this is actually an application that can help you a great deal, passing that message on. And I think that's the most important aspect of media in general, is that you are able to pass a message on, and this application, well, it sure helps you with that. So do check it out, and of course I'll have a link down in the description so you can actually go there and, well, have a look yourself, see if you like it, and maybe even get it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next video.